How y'all doing? It's your boy School.
And it's Sir L.
Yes, sir, once again.
And we represent Secret Weapon.
You already know the S-Dub. Hey, look, but we decided to record this tonight because, as we always do, we get together and we build.
True.
We get together and we talk about things that's needed to be talked about.
Right.
One thing that we're talking about tonight, we're just sitting here. Y'all know about the Men Have Returned event that's coming up June 18th, Crystal Lake Park. We keep on telling y'all about that because we want to get that in y'all head, get that in your head, get that in y'all heart.
12 to 8 p.m.
Yes. But basically what we was talking about tonight, and this one wasn't even the whole gist of it, but we're talking about men in this particular aspect. The question really comes down to, how much do you love me? How much do you love me? Now, what I mean by that is so many things that happen in life. Daughters have questions. Sons have questions. I'm talking about questions that, even if I was to talk about men that have been out there providing for their families, and maybe them and their child's mother or father, child's mother was not present or not together.
Right.
But what we're saying is the fact that these situations have caused so much hurt.
Right.
In daughters, in sons, and sometimes all the child want to do is sit down with their parents and talk. What happened? Why wasn't you present? And at the same time, the father is sitting back like, yo, I wasn't present with your mother, but I was over there working, sending your mother child support. I was making sure you had what you need, but I was not present. So they may have been doing what they thought that they could do, or they thought that they was doing the right thing, but they were not present.
True.
So in their eyes, they let you know, I love you this much, so much that I'm getting out here and I'm hustling and I'm bustling so that you can have everything that you need.
Right.
But all the child may be saying is, my father's not present.
Right.
So my question to the fathers out there is just to say, how much do you love your child? You say you love your child. How much do you love your child? Do you love your child enough to sit down with your child, the one that got those questions? And you may not even want to deal with it. But they just feel like, Father, I need to talk to you. Where were you? Sit down with them. Have enough love for them to handle the questions. Handle them crying, because they're going to break down at points in time. Handle them crying. Handle them questions and issues that they are dealing with. But you know what? A lot of people don't want to deal with it. A lot of fathers don't want to deal with that. But the question comes down to, how much do you love me? So, I'm talking to you men out there. If you really love your child as much as you say you love your child, then buckle up. Get your child. If you got to take them to the park, you got money, you want to take them to a restaurant, do whatever you have to do to sit down and give your child time to talk. Let them release. Let them ask you what they need to ask you so that you can have the relationship back with them that you always wanted.
Yes.
Because it's not there because you haven't given them that avenue, that outlet. And now they're turning to every Tom, Dick, and Harry out here that's leading them the wrong way. That's using them, that's abusing them because they're looking for that father figure that they have not had. But I want to tell you, I want to ask you, and I want to challenge you. How much do you love me? How much do you love your child? If you love your child that much, get your child. Talk to your child. Let your child vent. Tell them how much you really love them. And from this point on, you show them. Because a real man going to stand up and he going to take it. He going to eat it. He going to learn from it because he know the outcome is going to be something much greater than what's he been going through. How much do you love me? And I'm going to leave it at that.
You know what I can say to that, the second that, and School already said enough, I'm just going to put a nail in the coffin right here. Bang! The gavel is closed. The case closed. And you shall, these are words of Jesus, and you shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free.
That's right.
So Jesus said a mouthful right there, because if we shall know the truth, then that means that at that present time when he spoke, that we didn't know the truth. So if Jesus Christ is the same yesterday, today, and forever, that means that those words are life to us even right now. So whatever situation that we're in, if we feel like we're in bondage, you're in bondage because you don't know what the truth is. And that's what these children are seeking. They're seeking truth.
That's
so
right.
you mothers, but especially fathers, like we're talking to right now, it's time out for saying, oh, well, shoot, I done everything I could. I did this and that. Okay, yes, you may have provided money. You may have provided a ride. You may have done whatever you have done. But if you have not done this, you have failed. And that is what school has already said, which is if you have not got your child, took your child to a neutral location and said, if there's anything that you would like to talk about, feel free.
That's right.
We ain't got nowhere to go. I don't care what it is that we talk about. Like, whatever it is that's on your chest, talk to me about it. Now, I'm doing that with my 4 and 5-year-old daughter. You know, I'm not going to wait until they get 15, 20, 25, 30, and we have all of this animosity built up and then say, hey, well, got anything you want to talk about? Mm-hmm. Because by then, it could be too late. But, see, that's why I said it could be. I don't want some of you fathers that's already got into that mindset of, oh, I did everything I can do. And you may have 20, 25, 30. Some of y'all may have 40 and 50-year-olds. And you're at odds with your children because you're saying that I've done all I can do. Mm-hmm. They grown, they set in their ways, blah, blah, blah. Let me just reiterate this to you. If you have not gone to that child of yours that you think that is crazy or just not listening for whatever reason, if you have not gone to that child recently and said, well, hey, let's go out, let's do this and that, let's just go in the backyard. You don't have to spend money. This ain't about money.
You don't.
This about setting away time, because most of us have got wrapped up. I ain't even gonna talk about the street life, because we know people are addicted to drugs, people are hoeing, they pipping, they doing all this stuff. But let's even take it to the church folks. Some of these folks are so wrapped up in church with titles, with positions, with having to go to this Bible study, this choir practice, this deacon's meeting, they're wrapped up in all of that. And they're in the church, but their children not in church. And they're like, oh, well, kids set in their ways because of whatever. How can you hold a title in church and be at an altar call or be at a Bible study or be at a church service and be welcoming other people into Christ when you have children that you have birthed that you have not even made sure that they have Christ? But you have wrote them off and you have said, oh, well, I guess they'll get it when they get it, because I got it, so I did all I can do. But you have not did what we have just asked you to do, and that's take your children and take them somewhere and say, what do you have to talk about? Whatever it is, let's talk about it. So that's the commission to y'all, man. The men have returned June 18th, 12 to 8. Crystal Lake is going down. Brother School, what it do, man?
You already know what it is, man. This is real men talking. We just let y'all in on the session of how men talk. You know how men, Sir Allen School talk, because this is how men build. We talk about stuff that matters.
Yes.
And our children matters. Our children are our future.
Yes.
And so, men, let's get back in position.
Yes.
Love your kids.
Right.
Love your family. If you're married, love your wives.
Yeah, you know what? That might be the start of something, because they talking about Black Lives Matter. You ain't have to tell me that. I'm black. I know my life matters. My kids' life matters. So let's make a new hashtag. Family matters.
That's right. And we ain't talking
Family
about no Steve Urkel neither.
Yeah.
But anyway, holla at your boy.
They may have returned. Family matters. What it do?
Holla.